To all my queens, throw your hands up. Yeah, yeah. Goes by the name of Mr. Calvin Hutchins. Welcome to the show.
Ladies, when I feel alright, all the queens throw your hands up high. You need to know one thing about you, you shine so bright.
Welcome everybody to the Lavish Show. I am Dr. Shira Stallworth. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, Shira Stallworth. We also have a new episode of the Up Close with the Prophet show coming out, so you don't want to miss that either. But on today's show, we will have film directors, producers, movies, and actors all on the set today. So sit back and relax and enjoy the Lavish Show. Welcome back, everybody, to the Lavish Show. I have with me the cast of Demons of Grimsly County. Welcome, everybody.
How you doing? Hey, how's it going?
Doing okay. And right now, I'm going to be speaking to the director and the producer of this great horror movie, Miss Brook Jayde Brown. How you doing, Miss Brook?
I'm good, Shira. How you?
I'm fine, and I know y'all have seen Miss Brook, you know, around. She was with me during my campaign. What else? Feeding the hungry. Everything that we do in the community. Toys for Tots. She's just everywhere, but she does photography and things like that for me. But on the other hand, she is a film movie director, and one of the movies she's putting out, I want you to tell our audience about it.
Well, it's called The Demons of Grimsly County. It's about two brothers that they suffer a family tragedy and they decide to move to another town to kind of escape their past pretty much. And things do not go very well because on the anniversary of said tragedy, they lose their minds and they just decide to go kill everybody that they see.
Wow. So the movie is a horror movie, meaning that those brothers are serial killers?
Yep. And they're not your typical average serial killers that you see in films. They're not like Leatherface or Michael Myers, all them. Because I went to school for psychology and I wanted to actually show the side of serial killers that movies don't show. And I've done a lot of research on serial killers in the past. I found out actually during my psychology course in junior college, we had to find a serial killer that was active in our hometown. Wow. So that was very difficult. I ended up having to ask a lot of families because finding newspaper articles from way back then is a pain. Especially when they don't have newspaper offices anymore and things online.
Right.
But I found out through my family that I had a cousin. Her name was Cheryl K. McDonald. She was kidnapped from Singing River Hospital in 1982, and she was the 12th victim of a very little-known serial killer named Robert Dale Henderson.
Wow.
And that's what actually kind of got my interest in serial killers. And then I started researching a lot of the serial killers that these brothers have different traits of, like Dr. H.H. Holmes. He was the very first serial killer in the United States. And like the brothers, he didn't have a specific MO because Holmes was known as the father of the modus operandi because he used every form of killing somebody that you possibly could imagine.
Wow.
His pharmacy had a hotel attached to it where he would literally have rooms booby-trapped to be a gas chamber, a spiked room, you name it, he did it. And then when the floors had pressure plates, so when the bodies would fall to the floor, the dead weight would activate the pressure plate. They would slide into the basement into a vat of acid to where there was nothing but bones left, and he got away with it for so long because he was a doctor.
Oh my goodness.
And he sold the bones to medical schools. So like him, with not having a specific MO, these brothers, they don't have a specific MO. They slice, they shoot, they hang, you name it, they do it.
Yeah, something is really wrong, you know. So one thing, and I'm not into horror movies, as you know, but I will support my friend, you know, and what she does. But, you know, what I like about your movie is giving us the mind of a serial killer. What are they thinking when they're committing that crime? What are they doing, at home? Do they see it as fun or as a game? And you sort of see the dementia, you sort of see the things that's going on in their minds. So that's what I like about you and the way you write.
The other thing that's with the brothers, Jimmy, the older brother, he's played by Mitchell Heron. We'll actually be hearing from him later. He is the psychopath, which means he does not have a conscience, he does not care at all. And then the younger brother, his name is Tanner, but he was given the nickname Porky as a young child by his older brother, so that's what everybody knows him as. Well, Porky's the sociopath, which the difference between the two, the sociopath still has a conscience.
Okay.
So the sociopath is going to feel a little guilty about what they did and kind of question whether they want to do it again or not. But when a psychopath is with them, that psychopath is going to push them and force them to do it even if they don't want to.
So they play on each other's strengths and, evilness, as you would say. Oh my goodness. Okay.
Which Porky's character, along with the sociopath side, he's also got traits of a very known serial killer named the Son of Sam.
Oh, I remember that. Okay.
Yeah, because Son of Sam had a dog that he believed was telling him to kill people. And Porky has a dog that he talks to. He thinks the dog is talking back to him, but another little spin is it's not the dog talking to him, it's his own conscience.
Okay.
It's a little Jiminy Cricket twist I throw in there.
Okay.
So, but yeah, Porky's
Okay.
he's the mellow one.
Well, introduce your actors. Introduce your actors who you brought with you.
Well, this is Mohawk Mike. I'm not going to try to pronounce your last name, sweetheart. He plays Milford, who he is, seeing him, you would think it's two different characters, but it's actually not. One of them is his past life, and one is his future current life.
Okay.
And Chris over here is actually Porky.
Okay. We'll go into Mohawk Mike. That's your real name, right? Okay, playing the character that you play on this movie, tell us a little bit about that character.
Well, the preacher, he performs sermons. I worked the guy, but one day there was a traffic accident, the wife and kid got killed. I go on a different path.
Okay. Wow. Mysterious. Very mysterious. Oh my goodness. Okay. And Porky, tell us about Porky, the character. His real name is Chris, y'all, but the character is Porky. Okay.
Oh man. Well, Tanner McDowell, aka Porky, he is like off the chain sociopath. And then the character, of course, follows the older brother, which is played by Michael Heron, which is of course Jimmy. I was trying to remember his name.
Yeah.
But so basically, I walk around talking to a dog, and we cross paths with him later eventually.
Okay. Wow.
But it goes pretty well. I mean, it's like so much I could give, and then there would be a cliffhanger.
Yeah. Well, tell me this. What was the role that really got you in the movie? That you had to really become it and come out of yourself?
That'd be getting rid of Mohawk Mike.
Really?
Yeah, we've been on set on other films too together. Man.
Oh my goodness. So you had to come. What about you, Mohawk Mike? This movie, have you really had to come out your character and really play that part, to become that person?
A little bit.
Okay, all right, because they said when you play those characters, a piece of you in those characters.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, goodness. Okay, well, we're going to go to the trailer. Brook has brought the trailer. You're going to set us up what we're going to see?
Yep.
Lavish Show, and the rest of the guests, Mr. Mohawk Mike and Chris. Thank you. So, any final words? I want to know how we get in contact with you, Miss Brook, and with you, you know, any other things that y'all are working on. You go first, Miss Brook.
I have a Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok account. They're all under the name Project Arrowhead Films. It's got the photography I do, my movie trailers for the 3 short films I have, and the couple that I have for my feature film I'm working on.
Okay.
And I have about 8 scripts written for multiple genres. Don't know when in the world I will get to them. It has definitely been a challenge so far with this one. We are very behind on everything, so there's no telling when those will come into play.
Okay.
So hopefully soon.
Okay. And Mr. Mohawk Mike, what do you have coming out soon, or what are you working on?
Well, Brook's movie, Demons of Grimsly County, and I'll also be on Bonded by Tragedy with Creighton Hobbs.
Okay, he's coming up in a little bit, y'all. That's awesome. Okay, you, Mr. Chris?
Well, other than this, I actually work on my own podcast, which is Chris Investigates. It's on it's an Anchor podcast, but other than that, I really don't have anything lined up. Other than I was thinking about making a fan fiction film, but
Okay.
it's gonna be a little
You
while.
ain't gonna work that 'cause I'm gonna be calling you.
Well, thank you guys for being here on the Lavish Show.
It was a pleasure.
Thank you,
It was a
Brooke.
pleasure.
From my block to your block, we are here to stay. He's all day, every day we pray for a change to come. He's the only way to escape the pains of yesterday. From my block to your block, we are here to stay. He's all day, every day we pray for a change to come. He's the only way to escape the pains of yesterday. As I look out of my window, see babies on the corner selling their dope, trying to make another donor out of a man being deprived of a need. Could only be self-expressed when he followed his needs. Give thanks to the Father who all bless and flow. Stop murdering your brother who buys your dope. Let's give him a helping hand and fix his need from society. Butcher his mind as they please. Word up to all the knowledge learned on the street, but it doesn't give peace to the prostitute and need pimp. We keep it pimping when we chase paper trail. Life is good until everything else fails. Message, the real message is to follow Yeshua. Give him your life and he will